same thing. His hands are locked, but now open your elbow up. So if his arms are loose like that, if there's space, right? We're gonna work on going into triangles from here, right? So if there's space here, I'm gonna, again, I put all my weight on my right knee, so my left leg is light. I'm just gonna punch my toes through, right? From here, I'm just gonna drop. Once I get my foot under his arm, I'm just gonna drop. Pull him in and kick my legs through and lock, right? So you're gonna lock around his head and arm here. Just get control of his head, and then you're gonna work to finish the choke, right? So from here, what I'm gonna do is, with my feet locked, I'm gonna maintain control of the arm that's closest to me, and he'll almost always keep his hands connected, because if he unlocks his hands, you can right away put his hand to the floor and come up and finish the Kimura very easily. So they're almost always stuck in this position. They have to keep their hands locked, otherwise they lose their arm, right? So I thread under his arm and I grab his elbow, right? I'm gonna pull his elbow towards me, right? Now your legs unlock, and I'm basically gonna go down on my head and turn my toes and knee down towards the floor, like this. Right? So I shoot my leg in straight, tight to his neck, and then I'm gonna pull my foot back in. What I wanna do is get my left heel right in the crook of his armpit here. And I should be able to lock a tight triangle now. I'm gonna pull in tight. I wanna focus on pulling his shoulder in to finish. You don't wanna be locked up like this with your foot up on his tricep, squeezing like this. This will be uncomfortable, but he can breathe. You want your ankle bone cutting directly in the crease of his armpit. It gets very tight very quick. So we'll do this when you have a grip, but there's a hole right there where I can slide my foot through. So I lean all my weight to my right side and just step through. And then I drop. As I drop, I kick my leg through and just cross to get a good lock. I can go to the outside of his elbow, but it's a lot tighter if you come inside. Right? Pull the elbow towards you. And as you do that, you go face down and kick your legs tight into his neck. Then try to put your foot on the floor. Like you're dragging a piece of paper across the floor with your foot. Slide your foot in tight to his armpit. Lock the grip. And finish. Right? Lift your head up a little. What you don't want is, like, see how I have a lot of his like back and shoulder in there? You don't want that. It's almost impossible to lock. Even if you have long legs, it's hard, very hard to lock your legs. I want just his head and arm. So pull this in. I slide my leg directly under his neck. Come up. Scrape that piece of paper across the floor. You want to see it? Jason, I'm ready. So I have the Kimura, connect your hands. There's a space right there. Lean all your weight to one side. Punch your toes in. Drop and then just cross your feet. Just get control. This is like one of the best control positions you can have, right? Again, he'll always keep his hands locked. We'll do this later, but if he unlocks his hands, unlock your hands. You can easily break his arm, right? Connect your hands. So he keeps his hands connected. Come under, catch his elbow, pull it towards you, go face down, extend your leg, and then slide the bottom of your foot across the floor tight to his armpit. Lock up the triangle. You'll feel like the bony part of his shoulder, and then squeeze, finish. Right? 1, 2, 3.